Kelly the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. Welcome to our channel and to today's video where it's part 2, day 2 of our pantry challenge. Fridge, freezer, pantry, food, shopping, baking, cooking, all the stuff. I was thinking in general it's basically like a week about me and the food. But I thought it's not about me just sitting there eating food, or it's about me with the food. It's about how I do the food and the kitchen and the meal prep and the cooking and the shopping and the baking and all that stuff, and I couldn't think of a really creative way to say that. So instead I thought it's just a pantry challenge and showing you from woe to go what the fridge and freezer looks like, how we shop, and how we incorporate that into meals, and how we just basically live life. So this is the really real show where I'm taking you through each night this week, all the things that we do, and yeah, you can come along for the journey. So enjoy this day. This is a Thursday that I've run around and done a whole lot of stuff. I'll take you with me. Let's go. So first just got some chocolate cake that was in the freezer. I'll leave that there for hubby's lunch. And then I'm just packing my own lunchbox, so I have everything with me today, and then I'm not tempted or hungry for anything while I'm out and about. Sometimes if I buy cheap chips, I will snack on those along the way, but at least I've got a basic wrap for lunch, chocolate milk and a banana for breakfast, because I won't eat that till I'm on my way. So I've done the school run, and we're just going to pop into Foodland really quickly here and have a look at the markdowns. I've come here specifically because I was here the other day where I got that chocolate milk from, and wanted to check out if there's anything else that was on special. They have a trolley there with their produce markdown, so I had a look at that, and I decided to grab this cauliflower. And what I'll do is I'll blanch that and then I'll freeze it because we need some. Got these bread rolls, they'll be a good snack for the house. And then checked out the trolley full of markdowns and the shelf that they here. There was nothing that excited me. I always have a look at the juice, and while this looked pretty good for a markdown for the weight, it wasn't really worth it. And then I have a look in the dairy section as well for the markdowns. These all looked pretty good, but I just knew that I wouldn't have a... Oh, butter. Let's grab some butter. Hey team, how you going? Alright, so we're out and about today doing some markdown shopping to fill the holes of the things that we need to find for the fridge, the freezer and the pantry. So any little snack things or anything that's going to help immediately make a meal, because we want to be making sure that everything we're doing each day is kind of getting us towards that bigger goal. So yeah, I've already got a few things that I'm going to share with you guys. So I went to Foodland and I got this half a cauliflower, it's $1.75, and I weighed it and it was 600 grams. So a 250 bag of cauliflower, no, 500 grams, sorry, bag of cauliflower frozen is about $2.35, I think, pre-inflation. I haven't bought any for quite a few months because we've been using up what we've had. So we'll blanch that and then freeze it. And then I grabbed a couple of these butters because they were $2. I probably should have got more, and then I also should have not got any because we have butter in the fridge. But the thing is, 500 grams will do one batch of snickerdoodles, and I only have a kilo and now 1.5 kilos, so that will do like one, maybe two batches. And then also I wanted to make some other cookies that takes 500 grams as well, so that will go pretty quick, and that will be an incentive for me to make some cookies because we don't have any and we need some for the snack cupboard. For my husband's snack, I got him 2 bags of these thin chicken chips because they're only $1 each. I will buy these when they go on special for $1.75. So to get them for $1, I'm happy. I just got 2 packets though because I'm finding that the more food I put in there, the more they snack. So I'm slowing down on some of the things I get. Put that down there. For myself, I got a packet of these barbecue grills. They were $1 from Cheapest Chips. And then also these cracker mix nacho cheese, again for $1. I will probably snack on these throughout today, so that saves me money because I will have that snack thing happening. It means I'll eat the packet probably a bit quicker, but I will. And then I got some bread rolls for 80 cents. My son likes to eat bread rolls just as they are, but also we could use this. We have chicken burgers in the freezer that I would like to use up, or I can cook him a chicken burger while we have something else for dinner. So either way, this is a great deal because this is something that he'll be able to eat that's a lot filling and better for him than cookies. Also, I have brought my lunch with me today. I've got my chocolate milk because I've just finished teaching a Zumba class and I got changed because I have to go to another appointment. Wanted to look semi-decent. And my lunch, so I'm going to eat and drink that now and then shop, and we'll check in with you in a minute. We need to go to NQR today. We also need to find a Foodland / IGA, not a Foodland Drake's, at IGA, because they have the Canton chicken sauces on special for $1.75, and we need to stock up because that is the best price I have ever seen in my life. So let's go. Off to Woolworths, checking out some hot cross bunnies. Wasn't happy with the price, so I left them. And then had a look in the dairy section because I'm hunting some specific juice, and if there was any Markdown cream, I thought I would have a look. And also I like to see what the prices are so I can just get a general gist of when the sales are. This was a good price, but the juice is no. And here, this is just showing you an example of how Markdown stickers sometimes are just sitting there on the shelf in amongst all the other products, so you need to have a look. I had just gotten milk, so I didn't buy this one, but I was also hoping that I would get some cheaper elsewhere. And then went to Coles where they had some very good specials. I did a little video on Instagram going, I want it, I got it. I wanna, I got it. But the song's copyrighted, so I can't put that in here. But so I just thought I would show you some of the little treats I grabbed. Hey team, alright, we are back. Okay, so we went to Woolworths and a couple of Coles's. Woolworths was a bust. There was nothing in there that I was happy with. Yes, there were hot cross bunnies there, but I'm stingy. I didn't want to pay the price. So then we went to Coles and scored really, really well. So the first Coles we went to, I got this Kit Kat chocolate was $1.80, and then this triple chocolate one. I'm actually going to probably hide these in my snack cupboard or in my baking cupboard, and I will dish out the chocolate, and then that way everybody gets some, because you guys know I do buy a lot of chocolate and stuff like that, but it goes into the main pantry and then it disappears. So at least if I put it away and save it, then I can make sure that everyone gets fair and equal shares. The same with these M&Ms. They were 20 cents for a whole pack, so gonna put those hiding away. And then I got 4 packs of these Pretzel Sticks. Again, they were 20 cents each. My son snacks on these all day, every day, so I was more than happy to pay that. There was an entire row there, but I just got 4 packs. Otherwise, he will sit there and eat all of them. Then I got this cake mix for 50 cents, despite the fact that I have that other cake mix in the cupboard for $1.99. And there was heaps on the shelf, so I just got one because, you know, what if we make it and we don't like it? So I've got one. I'll probably actually make them more as cupcakes than a big cake like that. I just find they cook better. Let us move on to the next place. Okay, hey team, so dinner is meatballs and we'll have a side of the garlic bread, and we're gonna have spaghetti. We eat about half a packet of spaghetti, and there's like 2 half packets and a bit, so I'm just going to cook it all because the last spaghetti dish I undercooked, so I just take less pasta, give it to everybody else. So I'm going to cook all of it, cook this, and then that will be dinner. Pretty basic. We've all had a super long day. Yeah. So these meatballs were still frozen despite the fact they were defrosting in the fridge, but anyway, such is life. And then I cooked, all the spaghetti, so I clearly should have invited 3 of my mates over for dinner. That's okay. My son is a growing boy, so he happily ate some extra spaghetti. He doesn't like the mince, so I'm happy for him to stock up on carbs. And then just cooking these pieces of herb or garlic bread, whatever they are. Have to turn them all the right way, of course. I only use half a jar of the passata. We find that a whole jar is just too much, so I'll use about half, and then I will freeze the rest, but I'll put it into one of the Kmart Ziploc bags and freeze it, because it just keeps a lot better that way. Here is the little leftover bit of cheese. I use every mortal thing in our house and then grate it up. My son likes cheese on his pasta, so more than happy to save that and serve that for him. And here is our dinner. So hey guys, we're just at Coles. I'm gonna go in. I need like literally 3 things. I need cheese, some wrap bread, and I've literally forgotten what else, but I'm gonna go in and see if there's any markdowns in here as well. And because tomorrow I'm planning on doing a full prep day of getting the food ready and showing you guys how I cut food up and dish it and things like that. I have some vouchers that I've found at home, had a bit of a clean out, so I've got those vouchers. So I'm trying to use any vouchers or anything I have to save a little bit of extra money rather than getting through the Suncorp app another gift card. So I'm going to use those and then hope that'll keep my grocery amount down for this month, because I have some things coming up that I want that money for. So let's go in store and grab a bargain. Okay, so world's smallest grocery haul, and I've actually forgotten some stuff. Not doing well, but I wanted to go and get a couple of things, so I'm set for tomorrow. So I got some ham. This is the one that we get. We only have a couple of pieces left that we'll do for lunches tomorrow. Wanted to get some wraps ready for school lunches next week. Lamington fingers, they will go in the freezer. Got some celery because it was marked down. Got some gherkin rounds. Finally, it's been weeks and weeks, haven't had any, and these are on special too for $3.95. So I will go back to Coles before Wednesday, before the week changes over, and get a couple more to put in the cupboard because they're normally $5 for a jar. We needed some tissues. Just don't even ask me about that. Cheese, we have none. You would have saw the last little nugget that I used for dinner tonight. And juice. This is the juice that Kira likes the best. She uses it to help take one of her medications with her iron tablets. The doctor recommended to take some juice. It helps absorb in the system. So that is everything that I need to help prep some meals and some food for next week. Hey everyone, how you going? It's next day and I didn't get much done in the kitchen today because I had some work stuff that came up that really needed my attention. So I didn't get any massive bulk cooking today, but I'm kind of going to do 2 or 3 things at the same time that I'm getting dinner ready, because I still haven't prepped this chicken and I really need to. So we were going to have, I actually I don't even know what we were going to have for dinner. I kind of went, oh, I'll figure that out during the day. I have a stew that I need to cook, but I need to give that a couple of hours. I don't have time for that. Then I thought, oh, I'll have pizza. And then I went, oh, I don't have any cheese. So I thought maybe there's something in the fridge. And then I opened the fridge to discover that I'd actually put the cheese away that I bought. So you see, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm excited that I have the cheese. So now we'll have pizza, but the problem is I have the ham that's frozen and cheese, and I have a pineapple, thank goodness, but I don't have any chicken prep. So I need to cut up a bit of chicken, cook that, so then that can go on the pizza, and then I can cook the pizzas. And then we're also going to have I'm going to have some more of these because I didn't freeze them, and then I will put the rest away because then it's frozen. And I've still got some leftover dinner, so I'm actually going to have that with a slice of the garlic bread and maybe just one small piece of pizza, and then leave the rest to everyone else. So let's do this. So just cutting off a little bit of this chicken, and I'll cook that, and then that will go on the pizza. I normally boil chicken, but it was just quicker to cook it this way. And then I'm just grating some cheese. I normally measure it, but this time I'm just eyeballing it. One pizza is ham, cheese and pineapple, and the other is chicken, pineapple and cheese. Okay guys, I have mentioned this before, but I'm going to tell you again. So I've got pineapple pizzas here that is $7.25, and what I do, they weigh the same. So this says it's $5.29 with the jar, so just zero that out. If I put all of this in here, it's not all going to fit. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, changed it all over. So the tin was $4.25 it says, but remember it's of 2 products. So if you need a recipe that calls for this much pineapple, you're gonna have the juice. If it's an all-in-one, like you're cooking something in the juices, then cool, go for it. So the juice alone here is 189 grams, and then the pineapple is 276. So add those two up, whatever. But as you can see, so we've only got 276 grams of pineapple to work with. I will drink this, and this will get divided between sort of 2.5 to 3 pizzas, depending how I spread it out. Wrapping up the rest of the garlic bread so they can go into smaller portions into the freezer, and then making the flatbread pizza for my son so he can just grab out what he wants for lunch. He knows how to cook this in the oven himself, so giving him some independent skills. I ran out of tomato sauce. That's a big no-no in this household. But I put them in these Kmart Ziploc bags, and they freeze really well, and so they individually portioned, and he's able to work out how much he wants. So pizza's cooked, dividing it all up. Here we have, I think this was my son's plate, then this plate was my daughter's and my husband's, and then my plate with the spaghetti. And then I moved on to cooking the rest of the chicken with the sauce that I had from the last Markdown shop, and divided this up. I could have just chopped it all up and then chucked it in the freezer, but I thought if I did all the sauce, it's easier for people just to reheat the chicken another night. On to the ice cream, which I know people have been waiting. So I only make ice cream if I can get ingredients super marked down. So the recipe will be down below, but here's the gist of it. You need to separate 4 eggs, So you've got the egg yolks with the egg whites. We'll put the egg whites away. The milk and the cream go into a saucepan with a cup of sugar. The sugar's not about sweetness, it's about the molecules helping to make sure that your cream doesn't form a solid block. You need to heat up the milk on the stove and then add a little bit of that into the egg yolks to temper the eggs. Mix them around and then put the egg yolks back into the milk and cream mixture and then heat that up until your milk mixture thickens. I don't cook it a lot anymore until it really thickens up. I just kind of cook it for another 10 minutes and then I leave it on the stove to cool. So here's the second flavour, the hokey pokey one. So as you can see here, I've got it cooling as well as the iced coffee one, and here's the chicken that was cooling before, which I'd already showed you how I divided it up. And I'm just pouring the ice cream into all of my containers to go in the freezer. These are the only containers that I have also that are going to fit the space. You're meant to put them in the freezer for a few hours, take them out, mix them up, put them back in again, but I was going to bed. This was super late at night, so it is what it is. But look at this, they fit, hooray! Well, there's the end of part 2, which actually covered Thursday and Friday. So as I tell you guys in real life, so Thursday was full on with appointments and shopping and just trying to set up a few things with the snacks and any other holes to help make meals. And then Friday, yep, had plans to do a whole lot of batch cooking, baking, etc, etc. And frankly ran out of time, but also just ran out of motivation, and it happens all the time. I really need to be geared up and ready to go. I could have easily just filmed every morsel thing that I did on Friday and uploaded that as a video all on its own, but I'm deciding to keep running through and putting it all together for you guys, hopefully to inspire someone out there that you don't need to have it all together. This is real life and this is what happens. I just can't be bothered like so many other people. I cook pretty much every night because it's habit, but it saves us from takeaway, and we cook very basic meals, as you guys would know, and so it's easy for me to be in the kitchen. Yes, I pre-cooked that chicken and have divided it up for us to reheat for another meal, because one of the nights we don't get home till quite late, and so I need something that I can literally just reheat. But I can reheat that chicken and the sensory and the texture of that chicken will stay the same. Whereas if I was to pre-cook pasta and reheat it, the texture changes. I can eat reheated pasta, but other people in the house cannot, so they would need to have that cooked fresh. And I'm okay with that. So on one of the nights that we get home late, all we have to do is cook the rice and then reheat that chicken. It's the same time for cooking the chicken on the stove as the rice is cooking in the rice cooker, so I do the same. But I'm not here sometimes when that all needs to get done, so I can get other people to cook that rice and then the chicken's already done. So that's how I balance everything out in the house and how it all goes. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and feel free to leave me a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we would love to have you as part of our Frugal Fun family. And tune in tomorrow and you can see the journey continue. Until then, bye.